Tell us what happened, how it happened, because you told me the story Sunday. We knew this article was going to come out, and then we'll talk about the article. Go ahead, man.
Perfect. So I got an email from the San Antonio Express News, and it was just a email, and it said, realtors throwing out San Antonio's dirty laundry. So, of course, I'm driving. I tell my wife, and she reads the message while I'm driving. Basically, this reporter is saying that San Antonio YouTubers are throwing out the city's dirty laundry, and he demands to know why. So, of course, how ludicrous this sounds, I called him right away. And I said, hey, man, what's the deal? Like, what do you need? Can I help you? Do you want to buy a house? And he said, absolutely not. He was very snarky with me, very sarcastic. And he said, why are you putting this information out? Why are you playing the news anchor? Why are you giving people this information? Why are you telling people not to move here and telling them why? So I simply answered, I want to give information that is not popular, that is not something the locals really want you to know, but it's honest information. And I'm using the locals and the news articles that you guys publish to show people that have the interest in moving to San Antonio. And he didn't like that very much. He said, well, what does that do for you, Mr. Realtor? And I simply said, it educates my future client. If they decide to buy in San Antonio, great. If they don't decide to buy in San Antonio, I just saved them a crap load of time in moving down here by telling them exactly what goes on in exact areas, because 12 years ago when I moved here, there was no information on YouTube. There was no information. Google search was like, hey, look at this pretty tourist stuff. And that's it. So he said, I'll let you take it away, Jeremy. And what's up, Ian?
So the article dropped today, and the first thing I get is a text from Trey. Hey, look, real estate agents on YouTube have called San Antonio the worst city in the U.S. So Trey, I would tell you that's probably not good advice if you want to sell to clients, if you said, but I don't think you were the one that said it's the worst city. There's a couple of clips in here that I really, really thought were good. Now, I read this full article, and I don't think he was, I don't think it was as bad on you and some of the agents as I thought it was going to be. It actually seemed a little bit nicer, but there were a couple of things in here that really made me chuckle. So I'll start at the beginning. It says, in recent YouTube video, real estate agent Trey Serrano stood before a green screen of brick house with blue door behind him. I love how they have to tell you like your background, like who gives a shit what your background is, behind him with a line of police tape and stretched across the entire screen.
Hold on. That's intentional, right? So when you're searching, you got Trey, former police officer, the door was blue, and there's police tape. Like they know what they're doing there.
Yeah.
There's no relative reason to say that, but it makes sense for the algorithms.
Yeah. Everybody talks about how great San Antonio is. Even I talk about it, said Serrano. So even he's even saying that you talk about how great it is. So stupid. Yeah. A former paramedic and San Antonio Police Department officer who now leads the Cavalry Group with over 15,000 views. The video with over 15,000 views. You're getting a lot more views than that, my buddy. You're getting like over 100,000 views a month right now. This guy, if you're not following Trey's channel, look up Mr. Spicy, Dennis Ordi. Okay. But you need to know the worst, Trey said, or Serrano. I'm going to just say Trey every time I read Serrano. I'm going to eat you like a pepper, man. Often overlooked. Often overlooked compared to other major cities in Texas. San Antonio is one of the fastest growing metros in the United States, real estate agents and other content creator. Anyway, the one thing I love that he said in here, and I want to get to this, he said something about the agents were being snarky.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second, like you were the one being snarky. And the way this reads to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, but the way this reads to me is basically what you said at the jump, which was, hey, you are now becoming the news anchor and you don't have the right to be the news anchor. And that's how it read in the entire piece.
He just said, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
That's what he just said.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's just, I think people are getting fed up with these news articles because literally the top of the article, the part where you don't have to pay for to read the article says, San Antonio YouTubers say San Antonio is literally the worst city in the United States, in America, whatever they said. And then to actually read what the details were, you have to pay for the subscription. Like that is the most switch and bait that I can ever think of. So I subscribed to the San Antonio Express News. And when I read the article, just like you said, Jeremy, I couldn't believe that he was basically saying, oh, well, these YouTubers are saying the pros are living here and the cons are living here. And they're actually trying to convince you of the bad things in San Antonio so you can make a decision. So
go ahead.
I was going to say one of the lines in there, and you tell me how accurate this is, says, you might be sitting in your living room having rattlesnakes and scorpions racing toward you. And I'm thinking, why are they highlighting this information? Nobody believes that, do they?
Yeah, I don't know where they actually, that was taken from like a travel vlogger. So you have one guy that has a camera that lived in San Antonio for a couple days a week. And it's now quoted as part of, I guess, living here. Pros and cons. I don't know.
Yeah, 601 Travel's YouTube channel indicated that there are more critters, scorpions, rattlesnakes in San Antonio than people, which there probably are.
But I looked at the Express News, their Instagram, and most of the people were like, good. I hope these YouTubers tell everybody how bad the city is because people need to stop moving here. That was 90% of the comments on Instagram. And then on Facebook, it was like, Express News, this is bait. This is so baity. Man, can't you think of anything else? Just it was awesome to see the comments from the public.
Did you sign up for breaking news alerts like this one?
I did not.
Yeah, I mean, it tells you right here, sign up for breaking news alerts. I don't know where this is breaking news or even relevant. So the title, let's fix this title, everybody. Let's fix this title. Real estate YouTubers give honest take on one of America's fastest growing cities. Boom, yep. Fixed it. All right, we're done.
That won't get as many clicks, man.
Not as many clicks.
Actually, that's not true. You've seen honest reviews? That channel?
Guys, he says, I've been in Texas for 4 years now, never seen a Republican. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man, sorry. Dan Cox usually has good things to say. Haven't seen a snake, seen plenty of scorpions. My old man uses UV light to hunt for them at night. I wouldn't even do that. That sounds like so much. I mean, is that fun? Would you do that? I don't know. That's fun.
I mean, someone hunts hogs from a helicopter. I mean, it's about the same level of fun, right?
That is definitely not as fun as hunting a hog from a helicopter, I'll tell you. First-hand experience.
So one thing I want to get your take on, guys, since we're here, is on my video on my YouTube channel, the foreigners are causing a San Antonio housing crash. Okay. I literally said foreigners are causing a housing crash, and I'm not mistaken because anybody that's not living in San Antonio to me is a foreigner. So the number one city and county that people are moving into San Antonio is Austin, Texas. Why is that?
Look, let's be honest. One of the questions on here, P. Cruz says, so tell me what's good about San Antonio. I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you. San Antonio is cheaper than Austin. San Antonio actually has some pretty decent food.
Better tacos.
I wouldn't go that far. They have some pretty decent food. They have a few attractions that are pretty nice. And that's it. There you go. Nail it. Video over. Thanks for watching this short of the Real Amigos podcast. For more live streams, hit here. For more clips, hit here. We'll catch you on the next one.